Yes, so welcome back everybody to another brand new episode on Boundary Line Podcast with Dylan and Sheldon. And like we said, it's IPL time, so we're super excited to bring you all the updates, and we will be continuing as the IPL goes. We're going to start with the team that I think impressed most of us, and of course both of us here, and that is Rajasthan Royals. Sheldon, what a brilliant run they had last year. Good captaincy there by Sanju Samson. An interesting auction they've had this year round. So, would you want to shed some light on Rajasthan Royals, the way they went about in the auction?
Yeah, Dil, it was an interesting auction for them. I mean, obviously they reached the final, so they didn't have to change too much.
Yeah,
But one thing they definitely wanted to get was a middle order batsman. And I think
yeah,
that's one area which they probably didn't strengthen as much as they should have, because
hmm,
they definitely want an Indian middle order batsman as
yeah,
well, because
yeah,
I think Devdutt Padikal's position is the one question in their side, because
yeah,
it just seemed at number four, that was the one position which they didn't nail down, because Jaiswal was doing excellent
yeah,
opening with Jos Buttler, obviously, like who
yeah,
had an unbelievable season. And
yeah,
then you had Samson at three and Hetmai at five.
yeah,
But Padikal's the one position which was, a bit in question.
yeah,
And they even went for Harry Brook in the auction. They went for Nicholas Pooran as well, which are
yeah,
two very good players, obviously, but they couldn't get
yeah.
either. So I think that's one position which probably Rajasthan Royals would be looking at as one they didn't, get with what they wanted exactly.
Yeah, Sheldon, you're absolutely right when you say that. But interesting auction for them. I'm just going to mention a few names that they went in there for. They've got Jason Holder there, which they needed one of an all rounder there. That can do the job with the ball and with the bat. And Jason Holder for SRH. He's been really instrumental there for them. They've got Adam Zampa for a steal. I mean, RCB guys, I don't know if they made the right decision. We'll have to wait and see. But Adam Zampa is a steal there with, and keeping in mind this team has already Yuzi and Ashwin there. So I think just backup in case one of these guys, are not completely available or, gets injured. I think they've gotten Zampa there for that. And everyone's favorite, Joe Root right now. I mean, what a T20 player this guy is. I think he's very underrated as a T20 player, Sheldon. You may know that.
Yeah, I did. I was so happy for him, honestly, when his name came up at the auction. His first IPL as well. Can you believe it, Dil?
After
After
15
after
years.
all
Yeah.
after all these years, Joe, first time going to the auction, and he was stoked as well about it. And
Yeah.
I'm sure when he does get to play, maybe if not at the start, he'll make it count. And yeah, he's such a wonderful player in all the formats, and people often forget his white ball record is
Yeah.
quite good as well. So yeah, I think if he gets the chance, he'll relish playing in the IPL for the first time.
Yeah, for sure. Looking forward to Joe Root playing. I mean, we all know what a destructive batsman he can be in this format. Looking at the team, overall team composure, Sheldon, I think Rajasthan are very nicely placed there. But like you said, that number four, they would need someone to step up, and maybe Joe Root can be that man for them. You never know. Maybe this is the year for Joe Root. He just comes in and he just solves their problem.
Yeah, Dil, I was actually going to ask you about that because so they have three foreign players pretty much nailed on. So that's Hetmyer, Butler, and Bolt, who did outstanding last season. But the other question is who's the fourth one? Because as you said, the three players they bought are all outstanding players. One is Jason Holder, one is
Yeah.
Adam Zampa, and one is obviously Joe Root. But
Yeah.
which one would you go for? Like, how do you balance out the side in that aspect?
I mean, if I'm just looking at the squad right now, we know that Prasidh Krishna, who's there in the team, is not going to feature in this IPL, so they would need a backup for him. So Jason Holder, we know can bat really well, hit those big sixes towards the end, and even with his bowling, he's very effective, right, Sheldon?
Yeah, Del. And also, I think on Zampa's thing that might be a problem for him playing is that they have Ashwin and Chahal, who are
Exactly.
wonderful spinners. So they'll probably
Yeah.
think, why do we need another one? I mean,
Yeah.
unless, they're playing, at the same ground which they played the last test match, then I don't see they need any reason to play, a third spinner. So I think it
Yeah.
would be Holder
Yeah.
if they're going for balance and they need a seamer. I think Holder's the most likely to start.
Because they have already Jos Buttler and Jaiswal there at the opening, and Jaiswal is in some form of his
Yeah.
life right now. The Irani Trophy is just like making hundreds for fun there. So interesting year for him as well is going to be Jos Buttler also in top form there, and of course Sanju Samson after that. Then we've got Devdutt Padikkal, who's there. Shimron Hetmaya, we all know last year he gave RR those extra 15-20 runs there, just like a few balls, and was just taking them over the line in those important games. So Shimron Hetmaya will be an important player for them. And then you have Riyan Parag. He took some outstanding catches there, but yeah, his batting was not up to the mark where they would wanted him to, like, finish off some games, right?
He's one play I don't understand, Jill, honestly. Like I don't know why they persist with him. I could think of about 7 better number 6 in the IPL who can play. Like, come on, like he's all right. I mean, like, how is he still in RR? Like, did they not think of selling him? I know RR believe in him a lot, but
Yeah.
you look at who they let go last year, Rahul Tewatia, who was in that similar position, and he's an IPL winner now, and Parag isn't. So I mean, I don't know what they saw in Prague, which they didn't see in Tvatia, but I honestly don't feel they should play him. But who knows? They see something I don't. But I hope he proves me wrong. I mean,
Yeah. On that note, guys, let us know in the comment section what you all think about Riyan Parag, whether RR should persist with him or should they let him go next year. Interesting to see. Yeah. After that, they've got Jason Holder, Ashwin, who will be very interesting, in this team. Of course, like we know, Yuzi Chahal there. Prasidh Krishna, like we said, is the one who's not going to be in this team. So they're going to get a replacement for him. And Trent Bolt, of course, who's done so well. RR looking really good there, like we said, but with them going in for Zampa there, when they already have so many spinners in the likes of Yuzi Chahal, they've got Ashwin, and they've got M Ashwin also, who they've gone in for. So interesting. Why did they go in for like Zampa as well? Sanju Samson, Sheldon, before we end this review for RR, what can he do different? What do you think, and where do you think RR is going to end up this year?
I always feel Sanju Samson can do more. I mean, I probably rate him too high, maybe that's why. But I always feel he can score more. It always feels like he has that one good knock or those 2 good knocks, and then he just dies off as the season approaches the end. Like where was he in those playoff games, when you needed him, or the final, I just feel in those games maybe he can do more. But I think RR have an excellent squad. I think they'll definitely need more from the middle order as well to support Hetmaya and Butler. I think they'll make the playoffs. I don't think they'll win, but I think if I had to say maybe 3rd place, 4th place, that's where I'd go with them.
Okay.
What about you, Dil?
Yeah, I feel RR, looking at the squad, they've done well in the auction, I would say, and they're looking good so far. But everyone looks good, before the IPL starts, and as it goes, then you find out like who's out of form, who's missing it. But I mean, since everyone loved the way they played last year, especially with Jos Buttler, had a dream run. I think he scored almost 800 runs there, 700, 800 runs there that he scored last year in the IPL alone. So hopefully he can continue that and power RR through. And Sanju Samson, like you said, such a brilliant player, but just finds himself to get out at the wrong times, and just putting too much pressure on that lower mid order, which is not that strong. So I think that's their problem again, with the likes of Riyan Parag and Jason Holder, who can finish games, but who's not known as a brilliant finisher. So I think that's where they struggle. They will need the top 3 or 4 to constantly do the job for them. So I think that's the problem where they will find it. But otherwise, I think more or less they look really good. And let's hope. And who you think is going to be an impact player for RR this year?
Impact player. Interesting.
Say it. I know who you have in your mind. Just say it.
I don't want to say Jos Buttler because I mean that's too obvious of an answer. I mean, and he was the top scorer last year, but I'll go for someone different. I think I'll go for Devdutt Padikkal. I know I put him down, but I think he'll get more opportunities to bat at number 4, and I think he'll relish batting with more senior guys. And I think he didn't have a great season last year, but I feel he'll come back this season stronger.
Yeah, that's good.
You do? Any different answer?
For me, looking based on current form right now, I would go with Yashasvi Jaiswal. I feel this is going to be the year for him because he's scoring a lot in in India, in Ranji Trophy, Pirani Trophy right now. He's scoring a lot, and this may be the breakthrough year for him, that he'll be knocking on the doors, the Indian team, the main Indian team. And so this is the chance. People will be looking at all these youngsters from that point of view, and will be nice to see if and will be nice that if Yashasvi Jaiswal can go ahead and make those big runs count, because if both him and Jos Buttler start to do the run scoring there, and if Sanju Samson, Hetmeyer, all these guys contribute, then I think Rajasthan will not have to worry about the lower middle order for them. But there you have it, guys. That was a review for Rajasthan Royals. Let us know in the comment section what you feel and where you feel they are going to end up at the end of the IPL year. It's going to be an interesting one for them, and hopefully they can finish in the top 4. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, like I said, do hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and if you have any video ideas for our channel, do let us know in the comment section as well. Share the video with your friends, and thank you so much for watching.